Welcome back. In this class, we are going to talk about the role of the fund administrator. By now, we already understand what a fund is, who is involved, how money flows through a fund, and how simple fund transactions can be recorded. Now, we are asking a very practical question. What does the fund administrator actually do? This is important because many beginners hear the word administrator and think it only means accounting. But in real life, a fund administration firm may support the fund in different ways. Some work is related to fund accounting and the numbers. Other work may be related to investor services, governance, compliance, or corporate secretarial support. So in this lesson, we will separate these roles in a simple way. Let's quickly recap where we are in the Fund Accounting Basics series. First, we learned what a fund is and why fund accounting is different. Then we learned who is involved, including LPs, the GP, the administrator, the bank, and the auditor. After that, we followed how money flows through a fund. Then we looked at what fund accounting is responsible for, and we also reviewed simple booking examples. Today, we are focusing on the role of the fund administrator in real life. Let's start with the basics. A fund administrator is usually a specialist company hired to support the fund. Depending on the agreement, the administrator may provide different services. For example, it may provide fund accounting, investor services, NAV preparation, financial reporting, corporate secretarial support, compliance support, or board and governance administration. This is why the term fund administrator can sometimes be confusing. It does not always refer to one person doing one task. It can refer to a service provider with several teams supporting the fund in different areas. So the first thing to remember is this: the administrator supports the fund, but the exact services depend on the agreement. Not everyone at the administrator does accounting. A fund administration firm may have different teams. The fund accounting team records transactions and prepares NAV. The corporate secretarial team may support meetings, resolutions, and legal records. Compliance support may help with regulatory and investor requirements. These services may come from the same firm, but they are not the same job. Now let's focus on fund accounting services. This is the team that handles the numbers. Fund accountants may record fund transactions. They may maintain LP capital accounts. They may prepare NAV calculations. They may prepare reports. They may also perform reconciliations. So when we talk specifically about fund accounting, we are mainly talking about the financial records and reports of the fund. This is the part that connects to what we discussed in the previous classes. Capital calls, investment purchases, income, expenses, distributions, and valuations all need to be captured properly. Fund accounting turns fund activity into financial records and reports. But the administrator may also provide other services. For example, a corporate secretarial team may help arrange board meetings, maintain statutory records, record changes to directors, support legal filings, and keep documents organized. On the other side, the investor services team may maintain investor information, process subscriptions, process capital calls, process transfers and redemptions, and respond to investor queries. Notice the difference. Fund accounting focuses on the numbers. Corporate secretarial work supports the legal and governance side. Investor services focuses on investor activity and communication. They may all support the same fund, but they are different types of work. Now let's introduce another important party in a fund structure: the directors. The directors are responsible for overseeing the fund at a governance level. They review important matters, attend board meetings, approve decisions where required, and carry legal and governance responsibilities. They are not usually responsible for the fund's daily accounting work. Instead, they provide oversight and make or approve certain decisions on behalf of the fund. The administrator or corporate secretarial team may support the directors by arranging meetings, preparing documents, recording minutes, and following up on approved actions. So the directors provide oversight and approval, while the administrator helps organize and document the process. In some structures, an administration group may also arrange professional directors through a separate service or company. To get the full picture, the administrator does not work alone. Information comes from many different parties. The GP or fund manager may provide information about investment purchases and sales. The bank or custodian may provide cash and asset balances. Investors provide subscription and capital information. A valuation team may provide investment valuations. Legal advisors may provide agreements and legal matters. Auditors may send audit requests and propose adjustments. The administrator collects information from these different parties and brings it together. This is why communication is so important in fund administration. If the information received is incomplete or delayed, the accounting and reporting process can also be affected. Let's summarize the role of the fund administrator. Fund accounting handles the numbers. Secretarial services support governance. And the wider administrator may provide both depending on the agreement. A fund administrator may provide operational support to the fund. It may record transactions through the fund accounting team. It may maintain investor information. It may prepare NAV and reports. It may perform reconciliations and reviews. It may also provide corporate secretarial support and support directors without replacing their responsibilities. And importantly, it works with the GP, the bank, investors, and auditors. So the main takeaway is this. The fund administrator supports the fund, but not every administration task is fund accounting. Fund accounting handles the financial records. Other administration services support the fund's operations, investors, and governance.